is very calm and very peaceful. However, I'm very disappointed for not giving 40,000 polling agents the accreditation when we were supposed to just write a common letter and it's supposed to be released. I know this was done for NDC and it was done for MLP, but the two parties were successful with the EC, but New Force hasn't been. For some reason, I believe that the same God that always keeps us in peace within our governance will see us through this moment. I just want to say to most of the polling agents that ended up without accreditation that we're sorry. It's not that we didn't want them to be the polling agents, but it's just that they didn't release the accreditations for them. And they personally gave it to them and made them fill a different form. I think that Ghana needs some sort of transparency in our democratic constitutions. If this falls apart, I think that we will take it further to the International Court of Justice. But we just hope that this voting goes well, because at this very point, 80% of our polling agents are not going to be in the room to actually rectify our pink sheet. They thought that we would not get the 40,000 people. But if we come this far, what makes them think that we were not going to give them those names? And why did they disappoint us? I am still not happy, and from the past 3 days, I've released two different press conferences. I hope that Ghana is hearing us. As we speak, there's so many people who couldn't get food, but they still went to represent us as polling agents. We didn't know them. They are our polling agents, but they didn't give us the chance to even accredit them or give them the accreditation so we could go through the process as they make it look like. I really have realized that the duopoly is overprotected, it's overhailed, and everything evolves around them. This election should show Ghana that that shouldn't be the case. Everything should evolve around Ghana and the citizens of this country. It should not evolve around parties. So I'm using this moment to remind the likes of EC, the Parliament, and some of these governmental institutions that let's stop making this whole thing about parties, and let's start making our national governance about our country and our nation. Thank you.
What has been the
And nobody has apologized. And this, you don't need to apologize. This is a complete sabotage. You know that. And you should rather find a way to prepare yourself for whatever court cases that might be coming. You know, if it doesn't go well. And, you know, I want to plead them that these things can cause problems in the country. You know, they shouldn't be biased. They shouldn't also go behind one party. You know, I know that they've taken me out because out of the 13 people, I'm probably the only one standing out. The rest are just sub-politicians for the same duopoly. We know this, okay? But I'm the only one standing out. You thought that I wouldn't make it to the ballot. Thank God I am there. And in the past 40 years, you haven't had a youthful face coming on the ballot, which means we have been secluded from our own political governance and principles. Today, there is a new face, there is a new beginning. The youth have risen up in this country. And it's not because they just want to be part of the presidency, it's because they want to change in this country. And I'm pleading with the nation, the country, and all the governmental institutions to give us the chance to be a part of our own destiny. That's all we're asking for.
talking about process or action against?
It's probably too early to be discussing that, but it's just important that I make it very clear to the nation that we have been sabotaged, and that was not supposed to happen. Now, if that causes us a lot to lose, then one might have to pursue the case for their own rights. And democracy is practiced based on human rights. So if my right is taken away from me, then I have the right to make sure that that is claimed back for us. That's it. Thank you.
The president himself. The president himself.
With any vote to be honest, I made a decision, and any pen I made a decision. Ghana for na many will take a decision. The second phone said, Omo, Omuti Namijina, no more answer, and I made you much. ama yɛtumi afiri nkwaso no akɔ yɛn na sɛ yɛbɛka accreditation no ho asɛm sɛ yɛanya no 54 days 5 days and Omuma 200 for the coalition, which is 554. Omutanya around 330 and Omusama 352. Omudi 352 in mind. We have to spread it in the whole of Ghana. And this is here say the coalition and Kasana a war middle no constituency coalition. I want a Yebe County Bibiana, Savannah, many regions in India. And now when accreditation is on my uncle. And it was deliberate. So I'm obeying visa. Now besides that, you know, push 41,900 and you did 40,800 a coin, a coin. The coin no. Almost shall say a troll letter, your troll letter. One printed letter 40,000, the print here. If we almost there be say letter no intimate dinner as a cell say, as a so one casana a dip, just a ultimate frustration now. Question who say agenda be watching. Now, I'm free sense or maybe ya. As I said, you didn't know much to do. I just say, I get transparent. What I say, I'm free set from Nkoma time. And my boy, I have basa. And no man be no crabby name. And so, yes, right, in your president, in your way. No, be and do no crap. This time, I'm person make a Ghana for me say. Me ankasa, me independent. And come here, me person be a party. And so, Oman farmer. Me the forms in 2 minutes, so get it back to me 7 days. 7 days, no mamba. And no more 9 months, answer no more respond here. Man, 4 months, court. This is easy. I didn't want any complications, so I kept quiet and I moved on. But me who said it's repeating itself, especially who saw Krumha. If we say, Sini Sani, Susana, and Penny Fortuna, Mamma Ebino, Momodino, Sa, Nediani, into Yini Krana, you move your father's no. We champagne for many time. We don't have a say, and we don't have to have a share. This is what I'm fighting for the country, for the youth voice to become a part of governance. Say I'm one thing and to come on a great because a Jumana so you pay the most. Vote in the crown, you vote the most. Now pay your mind penny for moon during one. That is the day when I almost yama intermediate, and I said, I shame it, but I am disappointed. And no more fully formed. Almost what almost say, and it's so bad, it's a mess. It's a mess. But yeah, Juma, if we say, and Bra, they are there for school, and also, and at the around the dates here, the grown out woman, and a binary sources and like a grammar, never grown out so in Guinea. Democracy, I practice. Solid foundation in Damas.
The president himself.
The president himself.